Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So thought I'd do an introductory video. My name's Paul, I'm 32, I live in Melbourne, and I've been a maths teacher for 10 years and I've been teaching VCE maths for 7 of those years. I've been making videos for my students for the last 5 to 7 years when I was away from work because I was sick, or if there was specific units that I just wanted to try something different. And when I actually looked at content for Victorian curriculum mathematics, there's not a heap of stuff out there that's explicitly that stuff. So I thought, you know what, let's make a YouTube channel that has, to the point, no BS, explaining the ideas for each. Obviously I'm going to be starting with VCE further maths, because I teach it at the moment and I think it's going to help my students. And the last reason is because I want to improve my teaching of the topic through the YouTube community by getting constructive feedback to improve moving forward. So what is this site useful for? Well, the channel useful for? At the moment, general and further mathematics students or equivalent topic in another state. For example, if you are in New South Wales, Mathematics Standard 1 and Standard 2, there are some stuff relating to that. Anyone who's anyone who's interested in learning about data analysis, graphs and relations, matrices, networks, geometry, etc. So the structure of these will be in the form x.y.z. So what that means is the x, the first number, will represent what the overall topic is for the syllabus that I'm covering. So for example, 1 will actually be referring to data analysis. Y will represent what subsection of that topic we're working on. So for example, if you have 1.1, then you're going to have data analysis, and the subsection of data analysis which would be displaying and describing data distributions. And Z are the individual topics within those subsections. So that might be for 1.1.1 would be data analysis, displaying and describing data distributions and types of data. So there are some statistics, being the maths nerd that I am, that are really interesting as a student to know and might actually help motivate you in a certain way. The correlation of results in exam 1 and exam 2 are usually around 0.9. What this actually means is if you do well in exam 1, you'll do well in exam 2. If you do poorly in exam 1, you're likely to do poorly in exam 2. So what does this mean? Well, you have to make sure that you get your skills up before the exams so that you're ready to go. Some other important information is that your data analysis SAC is worth 40% of your overall SAC mark, or 13.2% of your overall mark. All of the other 3 SACs are worth 20% of the SAC mark each, or 6.6 each as your total overall mark. You have 3 outcomes. So you have outcome 1, which is skills based, outcome 2 is applications based, and outcome 3 is tech based. Outcome 2 is worth double the marks of the other 2 outcomes. So most schools will have twice as many application marks in their SACs. So some general advice: learn how to round, learn how to work with percentages, be consistent, annotate your questions, don't rely on your notes. I know you're allowed to bound reference, but would you rather spend 90 minutes working or 90 minutes looking through your notes? Think about that. Handwrite your own notes and put it in your own words. Doing this increases comprehension and makes it relevant for you, which means you'll be able to pick it up better if you're under the pump. Past experience has shown you only need about 20 pages for your bound reference. So rather than writing everything out, focus on areas you're struggling with or something that have some fiddly processes. For example, deseasonalizing data. Know your calculator. 70% of the 2018 further exam could be done with your calculator alone. So it makes sense that you need to know it well. Write your bound reference as you go, not all in one go. I have a lot of students that have done this before, and you're not going to be able to retain all of that in there, so you may as well chip away at it rather than do this big monumental task at the end. Answer the question and check that you've answered all parts of the problem specifically. Here are some useful websites that you might be able to look at. I recommend you have a look at them because there's got past examinations and it has other students working through content that might be able to help you with some things as well that may not have been explained by myself or obviously your teachers in classes. So, this is the introductory video for further mathematics. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback, let me know, and thank you for watching.